McGraw. Good morning.
Good morning. You are following Ryan Lochte gate. The whole world wants to know the latest. I don't know what you're hearing, Jim. There are some people who are defending him. There are some people who are who want to throw the book at him. Do we really know what happened?
I think so, but knowing the facts and interpreting them are two different things, certainly. And his attorney, the guy who's that he's paying to defend him, is doing exactly that. He says that his viewing of the surveillance video that we see, yes, the vandalism of the gas station, but what happened after that, these four guys, Gunnar Bentz, Jack Conger, Jimmy Fegan, and Ryan Lochte, being told to sit there on the curb by a security guard with a gun, and then paying restitution to the gas station owner before they're allowed to leave. He says that constitutes armed robbery. And I think he's sticking by that, digging in his heels, even as the police here in Rio de Janeiro say that they're going to forward on a recommendation of indictments against Lochte and Fegan. Fegan last night met for about 4 hours with the police, and eventually agreeing, and through his attorney telling us that he would pay an $11,000 donation, make this donation to a local charity. He'd get his passport back and be allowed to leave the country. Gunnar Bentz and Jack Conger landed in Miami within the last couple of hours, so they're already back on U.S. soil.
Yeah. Do we know who broke the bathroom door and the mirror and the soap dispenser?
Which of the four? We don't. I suspect that the police do, having talked with three of the four culprits, if you will, that they know pretty well who did what, and and that may play into the punishment to each of them, at least according to the police.
Yeah.
Now there could be other sanctions once they get back to the United States and the Olympics are finished. The U.S. Olympic Committee last night said that it's going to be looking at this very carefully. The USOC issued first an apology to the people of Brazil yesterday, and said that they'll be looking at this very carefully.
Yeah. So we all don't know what happened, but the USOC knows probably more than anybody, and they're the ones who are apologizing and wanting to call these swimmers on the carpet. So they're siding with the fact that they did something wrong.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's an embarrassing thing. The claim of an armed robbery in a city that really doesn't need that sort of negative publicity at a time when it's hosting the Olympics. That was embarrassing to the Brazilians. The revelation that this was sort of cooked up as a way to cover up the vandalism at the gas station was embarrassing to the U.S. And so that's why the USOC made this apology last night.
All right, let's talk about what's going on the field. And oh my goodness, Usain Bolt, you watched history last night, Jim Ryan.
Yeah, geez, 200 meters accomplished in 19.78 seconds, and yet Bolt finished, he crossed the finish line. He looked a little disappointed. He said later that if he'd had stronger competition out there, he might have been pushed to do even better than that. He'll be back on the track tonight competing for Jamaica in the relay final. And the Olympics starting to wind down here now. Yeah,
watching him run is like watching the wind. It is a beautiful sight to see. What's the controversy with the women's relay team?
Right, yeah, those women running yesterday, the handoff of the baton didn't go as it was supposed to. Allyson Felix dropped the baton, but she had been tripped up by the Brazilian runner. The Brazilians were disqualified because of that. The two relay runners for the U.S. were allowed to run by themselves on the track, running only against the clock, not against any human competitors. They made enough to make the finals, and they'll be competing today.
Yeah, that's that. How often does that happen, where you're allowed to requalify again?
Yeah, well, I mean, following the rules here, the track officials said that would be the result. That they should be allowed to run. They were tripped up, and so yeah, go ahead and run against the clock, see how you do, and they did very well.
Yeah, you said they're winding down. When do they end?
Well, the closing ceremonies come on Sunday, so I suspect if I'm talking with you on Monday, it'll be a recap of what happened over the weekend, the final medal count. Right now, by the way, the United States stands at 100 medals overall, easily leading in that category and in the gold medal count as well. 100
medals, one broken bathroom door. That's a pretty good Olympics in Rio. Jim Ryan, be safe. We'll talk to you on Monday.
See you, McGraw.
You got it. Jim Ryan doing yeoman's work down there, covering the Ryan Lochte bathroom story, Lochte Gate, and then, of course, everything else going on the field of play. 6:56, Big 550.